Well, Warlock's #1. I guess we should try Warlock. I really don't want to play Mage. So, we'll do Warlock.
The shards, I will triumph.
By the way, if you guys don't know, got a Diablo Immortal recruitment code that you can use to help me get some legendary crests. It's like more than legendary crest. There's a cosmetic at the end that I really want that changes how your town portal looks. But I need 3 people to get to level 60. You don't have to spend any money, just download it on your phone, play over the course of the next, I don't know, few weeks, and get to level 60. I estimate it's like 15 hours of playtime if you play like in a chill pace. It's a fun game. It's one of the best phone games out there, like honestly. Don't spend any money if you don't want to. There's also no reason to spend money before level 60. There's not really any reason to spend money after level 60 either. But check it out. There are, I would estimate that 95% plus of the players of Diablo Immortal quit the game at level 60 and never play after that. So if you are thinking of potentially trying out Diablo Immortal, just for the either just for the single player mode or to like level up a character to like jump into it, now's the time to do it. I would really appreciate using my code, as I don't have friends who I have not already gotten to try Diablo Immortal, and I really want the freaking cosmetic, which you can't get any other way. All right. So I could take all these cards and then win the game, right? Is that not allowed? Have they not implemented the feature yet? I mean, Evil Genius is just kind of too good. We gotta go for it. Oh, now we got 3 cards that we don't want. Classic Hearthstone. Okay, I had to switch my HS replay stats because I don't care about this like latest update. I just care about Maul and Disorder. I guess Red Herring's the only card here, but win rate is like 5% above everything else because everything else is terrible. That's a card. Is Wasp now no longer better than a Croc? I think Wasp is now no longer better than a Croc. I would rather have a River Croc now than a Giant Wasp. The win rates back me up on this. This is all, of course, very, very sad. Frozen Shadow Weaver is still good. That will always be good. Sedge is actually not bad in Warlock. Interesting. I guess it makes sense. It taunts. It was a classic zoo card back in the day. Og Merchant or another Forensic Duster? I think Og Merchant, because we don't have an Og Merchant yet. Same win rate. You know? No, I need some small stuff. I have the Evil Genius. I need some small stuff on the board. I was like, usually I lean away from 1-drops in this case. But we need to make this deck small. Phyla Warden is not good. Tar Lurker is only slightly better. Corrosive Sludge is obviously worse than all of them. Okay, I'll take a Tar. Guardian Og Merchant, a better Og Merchant, or Stoneborn Accuser. Stoneborn Accuser is going to be real good. Guardian Og Merchant's also real good. I took the Og Merchant last time. I'll take it again this time. I'll take it again this time. Volpera, as the meta gets worse, like less powerful, Volpera gets better because your discover rates are never changing. Unless they actually hard nerf a card like the Wild Seeds. I'll take a Volpera. Maze Guide. Do a Maze Guide. Better than Hellfire, especially for this deck with 3 Og Merchants. Tiny Knight of Evil or Traveling Healer? Traveling Healer is not bad in Warlock. Yeah, I'm gonna take Traveling Healer. That 3 health is like an extra card sometimes. And I already have two drops, if not more. Do I have imps? I don't think I have imps. I do not have imps. Why is Croc better than a Wasp? No medium to big things in this meta. Wasp is just super slow nowadays, and for the Croc, it's not that Croc is better than anything, it's just that you need some 2-drops. You always need some 2-drops, and Wasp stops being, like, good for anything. It becomes like Panther, right? Like, Wasp is like a slightly better Panther. I guess we'll do Raid Leader. I mean, I've had good experiences with Raid Leader. Mistress of Mixtures, fine. Oh yeah, Voidwalker. We're getting a little too many 1-drops. Maybe. Take a 2-drop. Unstable Fellbot. That's a decent card, but I don't think it's better than a Ruststeed. Volatile Skeleton's win rate is way too high. Profam Scheme can summon a whole bunch of imps. It's okay. I don't really have 4-drops. I think it's going to be Disguise Wanderer, just because it's a 4-drop. Yeah. Like, it's not a great 4-drop, but it's not a bad one. And I don't have, like, any 4-drops. We'll take a Hench Clan Hogsteed over a 2nd Raid Leader. Okay, Overconfident Orc. Do we even have any infused cards? I don't think we have any infused cards. Oh, okay, we still need 3-drops. Ooh, Maze Guide or Imp Gang Boss? I don't think we need Stoneborn General. Not for a Warlock. Imp Gang Boss is good, especially if we get some forced Imp synergies, even though that's not what we're going for. I think that's what we do. Maze Guide is fine too, of course, but like I said, we don't even have any infused cards. Yeah. Dragon Slayer? Ooh. We have 1 Raid Leader. We can have a Direwolf Alpha with the Raid Leader. Murlocula. Easy Murlocula here. Yeah, easy Murlocula over Corridor Creeper. Another Evil Genius. That's kind of what we base this whole freaking deck on. And these are not cards. Okay. I guess it has to be the Owl. I don't want it, but that's just what it has to be. Okay, it has to be the Kobold Librarian, which is not bad. I can do a Maze Guy. Do I need a Crooked Cook? No, I can draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I can do a Maze Guide. I don't need a 3. We have no imps. Not an imposter. Is it a Crooked Cook here? We don't really want to hit our opponent's face, but that is a card. I don't need 3-drops. I really don't think I need Void Terror. Yeah, I think it's a Crooked Cook. Yeah, we also basically don't have anything big besides 1 Red Herring. Alright, let's see how this deck works. I really wish we had some things to imbue. You know? We have a lot of little things. We should have taken the 5 mana 5/5 that deals 5 damage. We should have done it. Oh, we should have done it, but we didn't. This guy has options.
now!
Need a bit more spice over here. Business is booming!
That should upgrade! Probably.
Reporting for duty.
It'll be our little secret.
Guardian Log Merchant for next turn.
Reporting for duty.
Why do I feel like a biggin is coming?
Compliments to the ship.
Don't even need a biggin.
Side effects?
I could have just hero powered. I think that may have been the right move. Okay, that was definitely not the right move on his part, by the way. In case there was any doubt.
I have trained for days.
That should upgrade! Probably.
You are not welcome here.
What a day! What a lovely day!
I brought enough for everyone.
A little healing goes a long way.
I have trained for days. Reporting for duty.
This one's a real page turner.
If he has a buff. No buffs. Yay.
For the roast, my lord!
The exit is this way.
Served your purpose. Just relax.
I must hasten.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, good, good, good. Al does things. Al does good things. I like when Al does good things.
From nothing.
Carving time!
I must hasten.
On wings of evil. Reporting for duty. into the void.
I feel like we locked this down. He needs some ridiculous cards to do anything. We have a lot of cards to go through still, so we're not about to like, it's like die from.
The culprit was not tidy.
Reporting for duty.
Big, sharp, pointy teeth.
Would you help?
Put some gloves on.
Okay. Should be lethal.
Reporting for duty.
Oh my god. Why? Why would he extend the game like this?
Put some gloves on.
You're too kind. Why do you call? The battle is over.
There we go.
You win.
Oh, 3 police! 77 months. Got goat, got goat. Oh, 3 police says, I was watching Modern Family today, and a scene reminded me of you talking about Brandon's driving skills, so I made a gif of it. Is this what you look like when you're in the car with her? Yes, that is pretty much exactly what it looks like. Only instead of being scared, she is just angry at me. She's just very, very angry at me. It's like I'm doing it to her. Whatever's happening outside of the car. It's all my fault. Like, Brand New is incapable of driving in a straight line. Even when there are lines next to her. Not like in the wild, right? So inevitably the car just like, you know, going off the road. Then I have to yell at her because otherwise we mess up our rims. Or she runs over a person. Which has never happened.
Tamsin versus Uther.
And we don't own a shovel
Fight with honor.
Shadows take you.
that we returned. We have so many 1-drops. But that's a pretty good 3-drop. I'll just live without a 1-drop, even though we are facing a paladin. It's just 4. We could miss. Like, I don't know, guys. This meta is so terrible. I don't know that I could do this again next Friday. We'll see. We'll see what happens next Friday. It might be just a Diablo Immortal stream for all night. This meta is so bad. Like, it is the worst version of the classic meta. Because the classic meta is not that bad. Also, maybe they'll announce it next week, but they didn't announce any kind of Halloween events, right? Like, it's not just an arena thing. They just, like, didn't announce anything.
The culprit was not.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
You know what? It's worth an owl.
Put some gloves on.
That is worth an owl in my book.
Well played.
Mostly because I didn't have much else to do. I'm gonna be annoyed when the Stegodon comes out, but...
I hope Sire likes it right.
That's a death rattle.
Reporting for duty.
He knows that, right?
I'm gonna win big.
Put some gloves on.
Oh god. This would be nice if I had any cards in my deck. I mean, yeah, it does anything. As the consecration. That's cool. That's cool.
Hands off my dice.
Put some gloves on.
Okay.
Were you followed?
Okay.
I must move quickly.
Surprised he didn't hero power with that. That is not for me to wonder.
Put some gloves on.
A little healing goes a long way.
Double time and double pay. Hands off my dice.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
Okay. Got all the lethals. Do I have any kind of reach?
Reporting for duty. Mount up!
Kinda has some reach.
Just relax.
That's not very useful.
No breaks.
Okay, I get that back into my hand.
Put some gloves on.
For the roast, my lord.
Hands off my dice.
Okay, I got 2 dragon discovers in here with a twisting nether. Feel like we've done some work.
Reporting for duty.
I think we win? Yeah, think we win.
Put some gloves on.
Hands up my dice!
Carving time.
Well, it's been fun.
GG.
Well played.
O3 Police says they hinted at something fun for next patch. Might be the new class or just hollow and recycled again. Well, if it's the next patch, it won't be a new class. Right? Not gonna get a new class in a patch. I don't even think you're gonna get a new class in the next expansion. Like, the new class would be in the new year, right? Or did they already say that they got the new class? Or was that data mined? Because it feels weird to release a new class at the end of the year rather than the beginning.
Tamsin versus Illidan.
This ends now.
Shadows take you.
Yeah, okay. Do this, coin out the Imp Gang boss, figure the rest out.
For the roast, my lord.
The food is getting cold.
Stop yelling!
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Were you followed?
We have a very strong tempo board right now. He's gonna trade the wolf. He kinda has to. I mean, he doesn't have to, but same deal.
Fine! God!
A little healing goes a long way.
You call that
That is all good.
handle it?
Can you blow my whole board up?
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
Let's see it. Do you have it?
What a delight.
He does not have it. GG.
You possess true power.
Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. He doesn't want to see any more of this. He knows where this is going. We actually didn't get anything from those. We could just discover one spell. But he was just going to die from the face if he can't clear it the next turn, right? Like, we're going to keep being able to churn that, and then we'll have a whole ton of card advantage because he hasn't dealt damage to our face. But he saw the writing on the wall. This is why, one of the reasons why Warlock is the top class. Like, we don't have a good deck, but we're able to make things work. You can't say that about most of these decks.
Tamsin versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Shadows take you.
the roast, my lord.
I guess. Cool. Oh, do I not have a single spell in my deck? I have no spells in my deck. Just gave him a huge read. Which I would worry about if he wasn't a sniper and knows our whole deck already anyway.
I'm not getting any younger. I must haste. I'm not getting any younger.
Why do you call
Debating between getting the Imp Gang Boss out earlier or to play the best tempo move. This was the best tempo move. There was consideration to getting the Imp Gang Boss out earlier.
The exit is this way.
Okay.
Carving time!
As you command.
Bubblies and yummies!
The culprit was not tidy.
Oh, 3 Police says tutorial was fun. Alright, made a wizard, redeemed the code, we'll play tomorrow. Thank you, O3 Police. Thank you. We got one down. By the way, this promotion lasts until mid-November. So if you watch this channel a lot and you want to shut me up, you should also do this, because I will keep doing this at least once a week. I will keep doing this until we get to mid-November.
Is it cold?
In chat right now. This is the Diablo Immortal code. You just have to download the game, play on your phone or whatever, on the PC, both fine, and get to level 60. No need to pay any money. You can get to level 60 without paying, and you won't even feel a thing. This is annoying.
What is taking so long?
Handle it.
Ow! This is booming!
On your wings of ease. As you command.
So as usual, I never play around Deathborn, because if they have a Deathborn and I have a aggressive or Zoo type deck, I just lose. Like, it doesn't matter. What's up says, Wizards, my favorite class in D3. The OG critical mass build was so cool. Wizards are very interesting in Diablo Immortal. I like what they did with the class. But they're, like, better with other people, like, compared to solo. But, I mean, they're still fun solo. But you know how Wizards are. They're not like the Sorceress. They're, like, kind of slow on the solo side. Not, like, not powerful, but, like, they don't have a lot of great movement abilities.
You want it?
What is the cosmetic? Is it an anime girl? Says Dubs. No, it's like, so you have a town portal button, right? That makes you make a town portal. So far in the game, it's been like 4 months, 4.5 months. The only way to get a cosmetic for that portal thing is to pay $10. And you get very little else with that $10 besides that cosmetic. And there's a few of them that have come out. There's like one each month. And then there's a few other ones that if you buy a bigger cosmetic, it'll be a part of it. But those cosmetics are like 15 bucks. Here, you can get it for free. Well, I mean, not free, right? You guys have to play the game. They're getting something out of it. But
Put some gloves on!
Hit it very hard.
oh, come on. Not any of the other ones? So I really want that, but I gotta get 3 people to get to level 60. And we got O3 Police filling one of the slots, so I need to convince 2 more of you sometime between now and mid-November to make a new character and get it to level 60 using my code. Oh. guy's just desperate. Like, these are desperate
A
moves.
little healing goes a long way.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
It is very hard.
Like, what he wanted to do was to meteor something next to my raid leader, right? Like, the raid leader's the one that's causing him the most problems. But he had to kill the other one because it was too high attack. Like, this may be a sniper, but he hasn't shown very good cards yet. Like, just one meteor. He's shown quite a few very mediocre cards. Also, like, you gotta feel free, right? If you play that card and you know your opponent has no spells, you just have, like, the best read of the game now. Like, you don't have to be afraid of anything. That's very sad. Like, that is probably what he has to do to stay alive, but that is very sad. Yeah, okay.
It is very hard.
Just desperation plays. Well, if he has the Aug Merchant to make it rush, he could heal a little bit. Ugh! I don't know what this guy's deck was, but he did not draw his cards. Four days, play 7 cards that have been infused. I don't have infused in this deck. Anyone else? Dubs? Huh? Want to download Diablo Immortal and play to level 60? Like, the 3 of you doing that, whichever 3 people end up doing it, is the equivalent of a $5 donation from each of you to the go. Not even $5. Let me see. 4. Yeah, it's equivalent of about a $5 donation from each of you to me, not the goat. Merps does not benefit. I'm sure Merps is trying to recruit you guys too to use his code.
Shadows.
And you'll have fun. It's a fun game, especially if you do it on the phone where it's intended to be. If you're on the PC, it's kind of like, it's more so than even Hearthstone. You're like, why am I playing a phone game on the PC? Oh, that's too many 3-drops. If I don't keep at least one, I'm not going to get one back. Okay, and keep the best one. Yeah. All right, dubs. We got 2. We got 2 people. By the way, let me know if you give up before you get to level 60, which is totally fine. But I think 0 to 60 was a very enjoyable experience, and so does everybody. Like, people who review this game and give it a 0 says, like, 0 to 60 was totally good, but this game is super scummy and I hate it and everything it stands for, right? Or, like, the end game is super boring. Why would I do the same thing over and over and over again? Not understanding that is the entire point of Diablo. But they still think that 0 to 60 is a good experience. Also, no rush on the time. This promotion lasts to the middle of November, so just, you know, play at your leisure. Just don't quit before you get there without telling me, so then I can recruit someone else. Yeah, okay.
As you command.
Alright, I got 03 Police, I got Dubs. On one more. I'm trying to get one more person to commit to trying it and tell me in chat.
The culprit was not
But stuff happens. We've had... It's really interesting though, like looking at the clan, because we're clan leaders, and we get to like see a lot of information, and we have to keep track of stuff and recruit and like, you know, do all sorts of stuff. But it is at once really sad and interesting whenever somebody who has like an amount of resonance that means that they spent a few $100 in this game go like inactive or just be like, hey, I'm quitting the game, which, you know, they've been playing for like 4 months. This game has already gotten a lot, but this does happen quite frequently. I think of the last like 6 people we removed from the clan, more than half of them have definitely spent at least $200 minimum of the last 6 people to like leave the clan and like, you know, leave the game. What is this?
I'm not getting any younger.
Put some
Fine.
gloves on.
Okay, he kind of got what he wanted.
It'll be our little secret.
Okay.
For the roast, my lord.
Just between us.
Time for the finishing touch.
All I need is draw 1. I'm not greedy with this card.
Business is booming! Just between us.
Okay, at least we have a board. Can he wipe? Last Demon Hunter couldn't and we beat him.
Run! I will hold them off.
No, that's fine. That is fine.
I'm gonna win big!
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Okay. That sucks. Actually, it's not that bad. He dealt some damage to his face. He dealt a total of like 5 damage for a decent amount of mana.
Were you followed?
What is taking so long?
Business is
I'll let him get credit for that.
You love my new recipe.
Okay. Okay. Got some problems here.
Would you hold a weary
I think I'm still gonna run out of cards before him. Even though I have a Siphon Soul and I have a hero power. But I guess we'll see. Because he's 4-0, he's got to have big stuff.
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
What? No, I guess he doesn't really have things to do. Close the runes counter spell, objection, when you play a minion, counter it. Okay. Yep. Consider my minion counter.
I'm not getting. I must hasten.
You're too kind.
Double time and double thanks.
I'm relying on this twisting nether now.
The exit is this way.
What a day! What a lovely day!
So you cast a spell on a minion, which I cannot do.
Out of my jungle.
So hopefully you play something like a Siphon Soul next.
There's a little devil in all of us.
Okay.
Dead end.
I must hasten.
So the legends are true.
Mm-hmm.
Time grows short.
Fell and nether.
No, that sucks.
Step up.
Okay. I guess I have to just destroy everything. I don't really have a choice in the hero power.
Goodbye forever.
Okay, I got 5 turns left. Not a great position to be in. He has more cars than we do. He's gonna end up milling us. Like, we're gonna lose to mill. I need him to basically vomit out the rest of his cards here, but he probably has some big things that he can't vomit out. And even if he does, the clean the scene won't work. Oh, clean the scene does work. Okay.
The exit is this way.
At last, a worthy foe.
Okay.
I've got more left in me.
Okay. Let's do this.
Handle it.
Die, landlubber.
Dead end.
A little healing goes a long way.
Alright. Got some cards. That's all I got. Next turn, I'm going to play 2 cards. And we win at the buzzer. Because we have some, like, taunts and whatever, but it's not going to get us through a big taunt, right? Like, you just needed to not have a clear and not have a big taunt, and we were good. Oof. 5-0. 5-0.
Thompson versus Gul'dan.
Know the true essence of fear.
Shadows take you.
I can't believe this deck is 5-0, by the way. It doesn't feel very 5-0-y.
For the roast, my lord.
You know what I mean.
Why do you call?
Cool, 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 cool.
The exit is this way.
Nice. Cool, cool, cool.
You command.
Taiga says, do you typically lean on expensive or cheaper cards in Arena? With like Warlock, I lean cheaper, right? Because you could always draw cards. But there's no general rule. I go big and I go small.
Dead end.
Like, depends on where the deck takes me. I think there are classes like Demon Hunter and Paladin and Warlock and Hunter where I like to lean small.
You were just a burden.
I'll take it. Okay. Go for it.
We shall end this disturbance.
Mm-hmm.
The exit is this way. You're too kind.
Wanna blow something up?
Well, at least he didn't get the important one.
At last, a worthy fool.
Side effects? No.
This is
Trust this might
You're too kind.
You call that a weapon?
I love it. I love how he has to give credit to all my crap.
Handle it.
Challenge accepted.
rocket legs!
That's an upgrade. Probably.
For the roast, my lord.
You know, take candle.
Mm-hmm.
X marks the spot.
Oh, he had that. That's cool.
Is it cold in the shadows?
a little healing goes a long way.
Operation!
Okay. GG. This deck is 6-0. I don't know how this deck is 6-0. I think that just means there's a lot of really bad decks in this meta. That if you just have like, this is like a barely functional zoo deck, is how I'm going to describe this deck. A barely functional zoo deck with 2 evil geniuses. There is not a single other good card in this entire deck besides our 2 evil geniuses. Our best card after evil genius is like Guardian Og Merchant. Like, we're talking like B+ tier cards here, B tier cards, not even A tier cards. We have no spells in this entire deck. We have 2 evil geniuses, and that is it. They've been good, but most of the time we're winning without them. We are winning just by existing and zooing. Death by Squiggy says, "What's up? My last arena went 0-3. Feels bad, man. Happens a lot, especially in this meta. You bump into some things, and it's over." Lazy Beast says, "There's too many cards. Arena's too confusing right now." Well, Lazy Beast, if Hearthstone Arena is too confusing for you, might I interest you in another mobile game that is guaranteed to be much less taxing on your noggin? Diablo Immortal with my recruitment code will help me get a cosmetic that I really want and some legendary crests. So please give that a try. You have to play to level 60 for me to get anything. But that'll take like 15 hours, but it's a fun game. And you don't have to spend any money until... I mean, you don't have to spend any money, period. But it's very pointless to spend any money on the game until level 60. Like, very, very pointless. They'll try. They'll be like, buy this cosmetic, or buy some orbs. We're not going to tell you what they do. You can't really do anything with 60 orbs, but buy it for $1. If you just don't do that, you're good. It's a good game from 0 to 60. It's a great game from 0 to 60, especially on mobile.
Drink with me, friend.
Legendheart says, how is this robe compared to the previous one, ADWCTA? You know... One sec. This is bad. This is all bad.
As you command.
This is all bad. That's all I can say. I think just playing a Crooked Cook may have been the right answer there, actually, but I really didn't want to do it. Yeah, that's right. I played a 3-mana anti-loot hoarder compared to your 2-mana loot hoarder.
Planets and stars! Power for the taking!
The exit is this way.
But yeah, I like this robe more. Because it's way lighter. So at first I was like, oh, this isn't going to be like warm enough, considering how cold Brand New likes it. But after having worn it, I actually had to turn the AC down. It's like a super warm robe, despite it being super light also.
Dead end.
For the roast, my lord.
Time for the finishing touch.
See how he deals with this. Put out a lot of things all at once. Like, you can see it, right? Like, it's just not as, like, thick of a robe. But it's almost as warm, which is crazy. And it's way better airflow. Like, I feel air in places I did not feel air in with the other robe. And that's good. That means my skin is less screwed.
Would you help a weary traveler?
And double pay!
You're too kind.
Carving time!
To die for.
Wanna blow something up?
Oh, come on! What the hell?
The culprit
Unbelievable.
was not tiny.
This red herring was gonna be so good, too.
It'll be our little secret.
To die for.
This guy needs to go to Vegas? Yeah. He gets his out. I see how it works. I don't get mine out. He gets his out.
What a day! What a lovely day!
Fine! Gosh! Just between us.
Join the guild. We have cookies.
Gosh!
What a lovely
That minion already attacked.
Nope.
Whoops.
What a lovely day!
A little healing goes a long way.
The culprit was not tidy.
Business is booming!
Handle it!
Rocket legs!
Okay. Not exactly there yet.
What a lovely day! Put some gloves on!
I have trained for mushroom power!
And
You win this.
that's right, and I win this one. He had one good card. Before we jump up and down and go, oh my god, we are so amazing. We have been facing people with no good cards or one good card. And that is this meta post nerfs. We're 7-0, by the way. On average, we would draw one of our evil geniuses per run. I mean, per game. So the decks we've been facing are all about as good as our deck, or worse. Our deck is not good. I mean, I guess our deck is amazing. And like next to these decks that are also 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. Iranadar says, do you think this deck goes 12? Any deck with 2 evil geniuses and Warlock and a curve can go 12. Any deck can. Odds are very small, because the deck is not good. But we have a curve, and we have evil geniuses. So, always a chance. In this deck, Red Herring has actually been pretty damn good. This is the first time that Red Herring has been good for me, rather than disappointing. And I really wish I had a Yeti. Like, we're talking about every other time I've had Red Herring in my deck, and I've had it quite a number of times. It's been, like, significantly worse than a Yeti.
This ends now!
Shadows take
Jonah's brother says, is Theotar still good? Deciding between that and Murloc Holmes. Theotar is still good. Now, Murloc Holmes is also really good. I think they're about the same value right now. Before Theotar would have been better. Like, I think those are both good choices. Yeah, I gotta throw them all away. I got 1-drops. I still got three drops that I can potentially get. Evil Genius and Dragon Lackey and getting a Nixie or something else. Yeah, and by the way, you look at this deck and you go, oh, it's 7-0. I guess those Evil Geniuses must have been really good. And they have been, but they haven't gotten me any dragons. In fact, the only time they did anything that was RNG based was when they got me that Twisting Nether, right? And the Siphon Soul in that one game that we won. The other times, they've just been like doing normal stuff. Like, they got me an Azure Drake. I'm like, okay, good job. Still good, but you know.
The culprit was not tidy.
Side effects.
Just between us.
Trust me.
Well, that ruined my whole game. Like, think of how different this game would be if I could play an overconfident orc there.
The culprit was not tidy.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Duster doing Duster things. Duster doing Duster things. Like, this deck needs to hit a wall at some point. This is probably the point. 7 wins is very good for this deck. I think the wall is coming. I don't think this deck will reach 10 wins. Like I said, always a chance for 12, but I think it is less than 50% chance from 7-0 that this deck wins 3 more games before it loses 3 more games. Because you're also at the 7-0 zone, right? Like, it's not like you're facing bad players at this point. Like, a bad player would have to have the sickest deck to be at 7-0. Like, you're facing mostly good players. Or, like, the worst player you'll face here is probably a 5-win player, unless they have a ridiculous deck. Absolute worst.
Put some gloves on.
You can just see us, like, losing this game right now already. And this is before he plays whatever good cards he has in his deck. So our Evil Geniuses actually have to get us some really good cards. Like, I refuse to believe this 7-0 Demon Hunter has nothing.
The food is getting cold.
You're paying for my discretion.
Business is booming! Business is booming!
He has yet to play a good card. By the way. I'm sure he has them, probably in his hand. We haven't gotten ours yet, but we have better draw consistency. Already hero powered a couple times.
Rocket legs!
I could have just vomited the rest of my hand out, right, instead of playing this fish. that was the other move. But in that case, the raid leader immediately dies. This way, I present him with, like, turn 7 fish it's a lot to deal with, you know? He doesn't have a lot of attack on the board. And he's a demon hunter, so he doesn't have hard removal, so he's just gotta, like, deal with it somehow. Like, I think this fish is just gonna get worse. Mm-hmm.
Bubble, bubble.
Okay.
I grow sure. Fire everything and everyone. Handle it.
On wings of evil.
Double time and double pay.
I must hasten.
Okay. He can kill the fish. Good. He has yet to play a good card. Like a A-tier card. Like, what is this? You know?
Would you help a weary traveler?
No breaks.
Like, what is happening here?
Fell and never.
Oh, there we go. That's his first A-tier card that he's played the entire game. And we've also played only one. We only have 2. I don't know how many he has. It fails. our Ibs have plus 1 attack. So GG to him. He's admitted defeat.
Well, it's been.
Alright. This dragon was useless. This deck is 8-0 for some reason. Again, this is entirely our opponents. Like, we've been playing good. Our opponents have been playing good too, as far as I can see. But it's just entirely our opponents consistently having no better decks than we have. And we don't have a good deck.
Thompson versus Illidan.
This ends now.
Shadows take you.
So I don't know. Is this the meta now that the old decks are all out of the meta? It's just this? Like, it's just crap upon crap upon crap?
For the roast, my lord.
Oh, good. It doesn't have a 2-drop. That is very fortunate for us.
Fresh fell steel, hot out of the kiln. Handle it.
I am not blind to your crimes.
Yeah.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Very hard.
He has played 1 A-tier card, that one.
Your pathetic defense ends here. hit it very hard. Would you help a weary traveler?
Warlockula's my swing turn.
You cannot break the broken. The exit is this way. Serve your purpose.
What is taking so long?
I'm very annoyed about this.
I must hasten.
On wings of easy.
Double time and double pay.
Well, our A tier card did its job. Oh, that's devastating.
Bring in the
That was 2 mana. That is 2 mana.
I have trained for days.
That is better than anything Ysera can do. Let's see if Ysera saves us. Alright. That's
At
fine.
last, a worthy fool.
Okay. Back to this, I see.
At last, a worthy
Business
fool.
is booming.
Power, listen.
I must hasten.
Thought about it. I thought about just keeping it alive, making him do something, using the wolf. But we're just trying to get to Ysera.
Get in there and crush them.
We're just trying to get to Ysera. The more. What is it? +4/+4? Is that what Ysera gives? That doesn't work.
A little healing goes a long way.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
I cast arcane missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Schmucks get stuck in the muck.
Oh my god. Look how bad Ysera is. You guys see this, right? You guys see how terrible Ysera is. I ain't making this up. Straight up unplayable. We're gonna lose our first game because of Ysera. It's been a dead card in our hand for 4 turns.
I'm not getting any younger.
What a day. What a lovely day. That's an upgrade. Probably.
Had to be saved. Had to be saved. Yeah, I mean, okay.
This one's a real page turner.
+4/+4. Nope, it's not gonna save us. It works, I think. No, it doesn't. Nope, it doesn't work. We're dead. GG.
Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
Dream the 9/6 and see whatever demon he pulls out of the deck. Oh, that don't seem good.
What is taking so long? I must hasten.
Business is booming.
Every nightmare must end.
There's nothing we can do. See Sarah being terrible, as usual.
Every nightmare must end.
The exit is this way.
It'll be our little secret.
Side effects?
Every nightmare must end.
That minion already attacked.
Yeah, Sarah carries again. Oh yeah, that was totally a Sarah. That was not the evil genius at all.
The exit is this
I mean, to be fair, we didn't really need to heal. It turned out that he did not draw 1 extra damage. So Ysera actually did work.
Well, it's been fun.
I'm game.
GG, GG. When Ysera barely wins you the game. And only because our hero power got the Rusty Raider, which was one of our 2 outs in the entire deck. Or else we would have just been dead. Nine 0. 9-0. I don't know how this deck is 9-0. Like, we saw his deck, right? That guy legitimately had a deck, unlike the other people we've been facing. Like, that guy showed at least 2 A-tier cards. I forgot if he had 3 that he showed, but he showed 2, which meant he probably had 3 or 4 in the deck. We also showed both of our A-tier cards. Although the second one wasn't actually necessary for the win. I said this deck would not get to 10 wins. We are 9-0. So my prediction stands. I think we're going to lose 3 in a row. We'll see what happens, but don't be surprised if we lose 3 in a row.
Time
Samson versus Morgul.
Shadows take you!
Maybe I should have thrown away the Rocket Og Merchant too.
Business is
Yes! Oh my god, he actually did it! I didn't think he was gonna play an Og Merchant, but he played an Og Merchant.
That should upgrade. Probably.
Oh, because you had another one.
I got you, friend.
Alright. Alright, fair.
The exit is this way.
Why didn't it summon two of itself? What is this? Ah.
I have trained for days.
Well, let's see what his deck is. Uh-huh.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Well, he's out of cards. That's a good thing. Like, you can only do so much damage to us if you're out of cards.
Handle it.
Black ice!
He's just playing his top decks. He's 9-0 doing this, by the way.
Tragedy. Better write this down.
Immortal.
Like just...
Black ice!
Served your purpose.
Oh, that's a good 2-cost minion. This is super over? I don't know, he's 9-0. I hesitate to call anything super over when he's 9-0.
Drink with me, friend.
I mean, it's not looking good for him. But I don't know about super over.
Time for the finishing touch.
A little healing goes a long way.
It is very hard.
That minion already attacked.
Were you followed?
Mage secret.
My remedies are all natural.
Hit it very hard.
Just relax.
The exit is this way.
Oh my god! This is where it begins!
For the roast, my lord.
Side effects? No. Trust me. This might sting. This might sting.
Carving time! That's an upgrade! Probably.
Would you have
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
Still no lethal.
That minion already attacked.
Okay. I don't hero power anymore. He's been holding a card forever. I have Death Rattle on the board. I have really big crap on the board. Alright, GG. GG. We hit 10 wins. Germ Freak says, I'm mad he won't let us see what the card was. I mean, we survived the onslaught, then we freaking got Doomsayer out of all things. Wiped our own board. But he was so far behind, right? He needed an actual really ridiculous card, and I'm guessing he didn't have it. So again, how many really good cards did that Shaman have? One A-tier card? I'm trying to think back. I think he had one A-tier card, and his second best card was a Guardian Og Merchant.
Tamsin versus Nemzi.
Not in my kitchen.
Magisto says, Outlook, is he an aggro shaman? Or yeah, I mean, he's got to be an aggro shaman. Like, you just didn't have any... You can't run out... I mean, Shamans run out of cards because they don't have draw, right? But you can't run out of cards that fast without being hyper-aggressive. It wasn't even a transform card that he had in the end, because he had a great card to transform with that 4-drop, right? That has a 1/1 that costs 4 mana. Ask him what the card was? No, I don't friend people in Hearthstone. No friending people in Hearthstone. But okay, seriously. We have O3 Police, and who's the other person playing Diablo Immortal? Is it you, Dubs? Or we get someone else? Why am I forgetting the other person's name? I don't think it was Dubs.
Not all of my recipes are good for you.
Okay. This is all bad. We're gonna not have the board. I wanna track this. It's Dubs? Okay, thank you, Dubs. Alright, I'm tracking this. I'm writing your names down.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Alright. By the way, in case you're wondering, I am recruiting people for Diablo Immortal because the game is making me. Say what you want about the game, but they are successfully making me do things. There's a new event. It lasts for an entire month, so there's 4 more weeks. And if someone wants to use that code to download Diablo Immortal, like after you download Diablo Immortal, you put that code in, and you play to level 60. You don't have to pay any money, none of that. Please don't. Just play the game to level 60. It's a really fun game, especially to level 60. Even the people who hate the game admit it.
What is taking so long?
Why do you call?
From nothing.
Anyway, if you plan on doing that, I would get a cosmetic and some legendary crests and a whole package that I estimate is worth about $15, which would be awesome. I just need 3 people to do it. I already got 2. I need 1 more. If you want to do it, let me know in chat so that we don't have too many people doing it. Because I think Merps is recruiting too. I don't know how his recruiting's going. The thing about that cosmetic is that it's a limited edition one. You gotta recruit people to get it. And it fills a slot that I have no cosmetic in right now, so I just have the base thing. And I don't want to pay $10, because I can pay $10 to get that cosmetic. I just really don't want to. Ooh, he's destroying a 3/2 for his evil genius. That hurts. I destroyed a 1/3 taunt. And then he also got a bad one. Oh, he has another one! Does he have more evil geniuses than I have? Is this what's happening? Are we having an evil genius off? You want an evil genius off? You got it. You got it.
I have trained for days.
Double time and double.
That's cool. Oh my god, he actually has 3.
Was not tidy.
Let's go number 4. Well, let's go. I left him a 1-1 on the board. He also has to, like, draw them all. He had 3 that he drew. Who knows how many is in his deck? Also, I didn't get a single one that, like, did anything. Like, discovering-wise. I don't know if he got it or if he missed everything, too. Also, really? He left the 1-4 alone? Like, I guess.
This way. To die for.
Abyssal? Go for it.
Step up.
No, not an abyssal.
It'll be our little secret.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Dead end.
I must hasten.
Did you eat yet? Business is booming!
A little healing
Die for.
Alright, let's see what his battle cries are. I really didn't want to get rid of my thing. That's just kind of where I'm at. I will let him get his battle cries. He didn't have it last turn, or he would have used it. So it's just his top decks. Okay. That didn't do that much.
Time for the finishing touch.
It'll be our little secret.
just relax.
To die for.
Stop yelling!
Tap last, nice.
Just between us. Just between us.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
He blows it all up, I'm dead too. Okay, that's unfortunate. Didn't have lethal anyway, but... Oh. Okay, you can do that. Feels like not the play, but... Oh, that definitely wasn't the play then.
I'm gonna win big.
Just between us.
Okay. Why trade? I wanted to lock the board down. He can't do anything but play his top decks now, right? Like, we should have this. Like, he needs that to be a taunt or a heal. Or a removal. And even then, we have 4 things that we could possibly play next turn. And he only has that one. So we're gonna win over the course of 2 turns. GG! 2 evil geniuses that discovered nothing is better than 3 evil geniuses that discovered nothing. All of our evil geniuses missed, by the way. All of them. Alright. We're at 11. I don't know how we're at 11. That last deck actually had more good cards than ours had. I think that was the first deck we faced that was definitely better than our deck. Every deck before that was either about the same as our deck or worse than our deck. And again, our deck is not good. Like, we may have an average deck. At best. What are we calling? Oh god, this is on YouTube now. Oh, this is on YouTube now. Yeah. Welcome, I guess we need to name this deck. I don't know, let's call it Too Evil. TWO. There's really nothing. Nothing in this deck has been good. Like, Raid Leader's probably been our best card, honestly. Random BS Go? Yeah. This is a zoo deck.
Tamsin versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Shadows take you.
Okay. I will live with Crocs. I mean, we could have really thrown some Crocs away. We have better... Like, our deck is not good, but we have better cards than Crocs.
The exit is this way.
Stop yelling!
The culprit was not tiny.
Could have Og Merchant, Dragon Slayer, preserved the board, but would have been a crappy board. Yeah, let's play a 2-drop for 3 mana and 2. No. That's actually good. I mean, it was good until I top decked this card.
Put some gloves on.
I see this is what the meta is. We're just playing a top of the meta deck. which is just nonsense that does nothing, and then some evil geniuses, and then he'll discover some dragons. I think we lose this one. He's discovered 2 dragons. I mean, we do have a Dragon Slayer, so I guess that's good. Maybe one of them's like a bad dragon, then we could Dragon Slay and then, you know, get some tempo or whatever. Okay.
Put some gloves on.
He has 2 dragons. And then 1 more random stuff. We can't play the Dragon Slayer until he plays the dragon. Because we know he has dragons. 2 of them. Like, hopefully they suck, but they're one of them's probably going to be good. And we don't have an answer for that, unless we evil genius our own dragon. Majestos uses Adducta. Do you think these Zoo-style aggro decks are doing well because of lack of AoE currently? Was Deathborn adjusted down? I haven't been seeing it much. Deathborn was adjusted down, but it's only at half of what it should be. So it's not that far down. It was a rare card to begin with, though. The real problem is not just a lack of AoE. I think there's a decent amount of AoE. There's not a lot of them, but it, like, exists. What? That's awful.
Time for the finishing touch.
Lovely day.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Okay. I mean, we're against the Warlock. He probably has a hard removal. But just in case he doesn't. This deck will not do well against Deathborn. Yeah, we faced some mages earlier on. I'm just like, if you have a Deathborn, we lose. It's fine. It is a rare spell with the offering rate increase, but also halved. So it's seen at something like 25 or 30% more than it should be seen. I sorry, less. 25 or 30% less than what it should be seen.
A little healing goes a long way.
You're too good.
Ysera actually useless here? Dubs, Ysera is usually useless. Like, it just exists in a useless state for like 85-95% of your turns. And then it explodes, and it either does something or it does nothing. Fine. All fine.
Just relax.
I'm gonna win big.
Just relax.
The exit is this way.
Foul lizard.
Sadly, this is now a game where Ysera does something. Yeah. We still almost win. We do not have sneaky enough lethal. If he Yseras and removes something. If he Yseras and does nothing, then I think we do have sneaky lethal. We're very close to it. Yeah, we do have sneaky lethal if he Yseras and then doesn't use his 1 mana to, like, remove one of our minions because he's, like, hoping for something better. That'd be really dumb. Like, what I'm hoping for is he plays a bunch of stuff, including a taunt, that we, like, kill the taunt, and then we get rid of the stuff. And then we, like, push forward, right? Because he has no reason to believe we have lethal. It's like 7 damage. Yeah, he has a removal. Oh. That's very sad of him. Oh! Oh! Wow! That is some confidence. That is some confidence, let me tell you. About confidence.
Extraordinary.
Hands off my dice!
I must hasten.
Hands off my dice!
I need to squeeze a hero power in to, like, do stuff, right?
Handle it!
It's good to see you again.
Side effects?
Double
No.
time
Trust
and
me.
double pay!
This might sting.
We didn't even have to do anything. I'm waiting for him to, like, play his bombs, because he clearly has them. So I'm, like, not using my resources. He didn't have bombs. He had a Primordial Drake, which is no longer an A-tier card, by the way. And then he had a Stoneborn whatever, which is, I think we rated an A-tier card, but I'm kind of taking it back after seeing its performance. It's probably like a B+ tier card or whatever. Like, this guy just had one evil genius. Sorry, 2 evil geniuses? 1? I forget, but, like, this guy did not have a good deck either. First 12-0 Warlock achievement? Oh yeah? Has it been like 3 or 4 years, or however long since the achievement system has happened? I haven't gotten a 12-0 Warlock? I mean, that's probably true. I rarely get 12 O's.